This is TBT News Headlines. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Wisconsin parade suspect to be charged with 5 counts of homicide. The January 6th committee subpoenas Roger Stone, Alex Jones, and other Trump allies. As another pandemic, Thanksgiving nears, families navigate plans with unvaccinated relatives. Judge exonerates Groveland 4 in notorious case from 1949. An archaeological dig challenges the Bible's historical accuracy. According to the Washington Post, law enforcement identified a suspect who allegedly drove through a Christmas parade after fleeing from a knife fight in Acusa, Wisconsin on Sunday, killing at least 5 people and injuring at least 48. A violent end to a festive scene where children danced in the street and a marching band played jingle bells. A law enforcement official told the Washington Post that suspect, Darrell E. Brooks Jr., 39, was at the scene of a reported knife fight, then sped away in the red SUV where police arrived at that scene. Brooks was allegedly behind the wheel when he drove into the parade route. Authorities identified Brooks as the lone suspect during a Monday afternoon's conference, adding he drove right through the barricades and the officers at the scene. According to Police Chief Dan Thompson, identified the 4 women and 1 man killed as 52-year-old Tamara Duran and Jane Khalith, Leanna Owen, 71, Virginia Sorensen, 79, and Wilhelm Hospel, 81. Thompson said police are confident the suspect acted alone and said there is no evidence this is a terrorist incident. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th riot issued a new round of subpoenas on Monday to 5 of former President Donald Trump's allies directly involved in planning Stop the Steal rallies, including longtime Republican operative Roger Stone and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones. The latest batch of subpoenas indicates the committee continues to focus in part on organizers and funding of the Stop the Steal rallies that took place on January 5th and 6th, as well as earlier rallies in the months leading up to the U.S. Capitol attack. Also subpoenaed by the committee Monday, Dustin Stockton and Jennifer Lawrence, key players in the Stop the Steal movement after the election. As another pandemic Thanksgiving nears, families navigate plans with unvaccinated relatives. As Thanksgiving nears, some families are keeping gatherings small and limited only to those who are vaccinated against COVID-19, and others are settling on workarounds or compromises. Marilyn Martinez followed the same Thanksgiving Day routine for years. She'd wake up early and slide the massive fowl in the oven, so that once relatives began to arrive around noon, the savory scent of roasting turkey had filled every nook of her Acton home. While they watched football, she finished making the green beans and yams, careful to adjust recipes so that there'd be enough to feed the crowd of 25 friends and extended family members. But this year, for the second Thanksgiving in a row, the 57-year-old grandmother decided to steal away, back hosting only her intimate family. It's just us this year, Martinez said, with a tinge of sadness in her voice. Instead of looking for a 27-pound turkey, I'll be looking for a 12-pound one. She loves to entertain. Oops, my bad. I lost the news feed. I'll get it back. She loves to entertain big groups, but doesn't feel comfortable with the crowd of people packing into her home, especially since a few people typically invited to the gatherings aren't yet vaccinated against COVID-19. And this right here is one of the saddest stories that you're going to hear during this time of the year. A judge Monday restored the constitutional right to presumption of innocence for the Groveland 4, granting a prosecutor's motion to throw out indictments and convictions that ruined the lives of the 4 black men accused 7 decades ago of raping a 17-year-old white girl. Calling it an unimaginable privilege, Circuit Judge Heidi Davis cleared the names of Charles Greenlee, Walter Irvin, Samuel Shepard, and Ernest Thomas, all now dead, to correct one of Florida's greatest miscarriages of justice from the Jim Crow era. "This is a glory hallelujah day," said Shepard's cousin, Beverly Robinson, at a news conference afterward. The judge's decision was met with applause from 2 courtrooms full of observers, one group watching in person, one watching a live stream of the hearing. Carol Greenlee, daughter of Charles Greenlee, wept and fell into the arms of family members outside the courtroom. Quote, "All my life, I felt as if a cloud hung over me," close quote, she said later. "It's gone now. I'm not a rapist's daughter." From my family to yours, have a healthy, happy, prosperous Thanksgiving. I'm Tyrone Bowman for TBT News Headlines.